Hello and welcome to my knife channel. Well, as you can see, this is another Rifleman that I got. But before I say that, if you're watching this, I'm putting this up on I'm doing this about 7:30 p.m. Saturday night. And if you're ever up late, usually JB or you know, Big Red EDC, my brain just like slipped there for a second. Big Red EDC usually puts up a Saturday Knife Live every Saturday around midnight for me, Central Time. So you'll have to calculate that wherever your time zone is. But yeah, so if you ever get a chance to go there, it's usually pretty cool. You hang out, chat with other people that are like knife-minded. But anyways, what I have here is another one of these Riflemen that comes in a tin, and this one has the sleeve with it too, which is very good. Just for if you're gonna collect this stuff, this gets kind of into a discussion about boxes and stuff. If they're spending a lot of money, a lot of the cost of your knife is going into packaging. You can say that, man. I can read specifications. I can see videos on the knife. So, to me, this is more designed for a storeroom or something where you want to sell it, catch people's eyes when they go by. I don't mind good packaging. Like I said, these are cool because they come in a nice little tin and everything. And the art on them is very well done. Now, if you get any flickering in this light pattern in this video, it's because of the light source that I'm using. If I use the light on my camera, it shines too bright and gets too much of a reflection. And if I can adjust the contrast on the video on my camera, I'm just using my cell phone, by hitting the contrast thing. But then if I ever try to refocus it or whatever, it pops right back up to bright intensity again, and you get the glare. So I'm going with the Luminade, one of these little cubes. This guy. These are pretty cool too. That you can recharge your cell phone on them, and it's a good renewable light source, weatherproof. Anyway, it wasn't a plug for them or anything. I guess it was a plug, but I'm not sponsored by anyone. Sponsored by my friends, basically, because all the comments and all the friends that I meet here, that's what drives me. That's what motivates me. But anyway, let's get to this knife here. And what we have is another Rifleman series, but it's a Stockman. Now, I have a sow belly Stockman, and a Stockman pattern is pretty good. I like it a lot. I only like the sow belly a little bit better because you can see it's a little bit more compact, and it has a little bit more ergonomic, curve to me. Now, my hands are not super huge, so maybe somebody with, like larger size hands and stuff would prefer a larger size knife. And these are not bad even for me. See, I still can fit my hand on either side of it. But we have a pretty nice, got that Rifleman. Let's try to zoom in and see how good we do with this. Wipe all the smudges off. See if you can focus. Yeah, that's another thing. When you've got the light running on the camera, your camera will focus on what you're doing a lot better. Like, you'll see some videos where they'll jump in and out, like it'll focus from here down to there and then there and there, and you'll watch it. You'll see it jump. That's usually because it's having a problem determining what you want to focus on. But anyway, I don't know why we're getting into video editing here. But yeah, it has the horseshoe tang stamp, and let me just measure this off on the side. It's about a 3.5-inch blade. Let me actually get my little thing here so we can reference it right here. Just want to make sure it's centered and I'm not optically eluded. Yeah, it's about a 3-inch blade, 3-inch cutting blade with a little bit over 3-inch. So I don't know if places where you couldn't carry, like in Europe and stuff, or any place where you couldn't carry a 3-inch blade, you'd probably be in trouble with this one. But yeah, very nice clip point on it, a nice pull. I keep forgetting I'm zoomed in again. Let's zoom back out. It's got a very nice pull on it. It's not too hard. A nice nail neck. Like I said, I can't really figure out if this is like they're trying to depict a gun over here, or if this is just a ribbon. See, they've got like a cylinder, but that's not the way a gun looks like. And that's not really what a rifle looks like either. You know, I mean, a revolver, 5-shot revolver maybe. But anyway, maybe that's just floral ribbon. But yeah, the old Rough Ryder with an eye on it, tang stamp. And again, these things are very well done with this checkering, man. I really like that. If you want something that looks good but also feels good, as far as like not too grippy, like not rip your pants apart type of grippiness, but grippy enough. We got a nice fit right here on the metal. Sometimes you see they round this off a lot, or this one was rounded off a little bit. But nice back. See, that's what I was talking about as far as quality. Yeah, this thing's, made in China, and it's 440 steel. There's nothing wrong with 440 steel. I mean, I think people are spoiled nowadays. I don't want to sound like an old person, but I mean, I am an old person. And I grew up with carbon steel and stainless steel when it first came out. It just depended on which ones you got, Usually you had to depend on halogen steel or something like that from Germany, or, I mean, they were just kind of like iffy. And they didn't even have these higher steels. What we consider, like, steel nowadays was super steel. But anyway, so that blade is done. Well, let me unzoom this guy a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't matter what country a knife is made in, it's the value. Now, I was getting into a discussion with another commenter, and they were saying, like over in Europe, they can only get stuff, like a limited amount of stuff, and then the price is usually double what we normally see here, plus the built by hand might apply, still, but guaranteed for life doesn't apply over in Europe. Or, if you get it from another retailer or something, I guess. So they should probably put, like I said, an asterisk on there that says only in USA, mainly because of shipping, I guess, and regulations and all that stuff they've got to go through. But we've got a nice spay blade here. I threw my ruler away. Tossed him off on one side. And it's about inch and a half, inch and 3/4, and maybe 2 inches overall. Nice. It feels good in the hand this way too. But when you deploy, for me, this is all just kind of like, this is why there's no perfect answer. What's the best knife? It's what's the best knife for you? There's an answer to that one. But what's the best knife in the world? Well, it depends. Depends on the person. Depends on what's going on. But you can see the difference in ergonomics there. This cups your hand a lot better. Allows you to get a better downward cut. I don't know. It just fits in the hand better. Although a straight shot like this. Also, I'm not feeling the hot spot of this humpback sheep's foot as much as I am on these. It's like Patty was talking about. I hadn't really noticed it before, but you can design a knife with multi blades and have them work so that when your hands around there, you won't feel anything sticking up like GEC can do, or something like this. Look at how that one fits. This is a muskrat, but I mean, they lay down there, but when you start getting things sticking up, yeah, it's convenient to have that. But it was also, like he said, Patty always comes up with these interesting subjects. It's also, like he said, back in the day, people worked with their hands a lot more. They worked on a farm or they worked rough jobs and stuff, and their hands weren't as soft physically. I mean, there was calluses and scars, and so they weren't as worried about this thing. I mean, what we consider a hot spot, is like, yeah, if you're doing repetitive tasks every day, that might get a little bit annoying, but you put some gloves on or something, or, get another knife if it bothers you enough. I don't think it ever, has been a really big issue before. But anyways, it's a pretty good knife. Oh, we already got that guy. What are we missing? The sheep's foot. Nice big sheep's foot on that. I like these. See, I hadn't really collected just regular Stockman unless they came in a pattern there, or a series that I was trying to get. About the same thing, almost 2 1/4 inches overall and 1 3/4 inch cutting length, which I don't know. You can visually look up here and do your metric calculations on this one. But yeah, they're nice. They're nice knives, and I probably won't collect this entire series just because they're so hard to find usually and stuff. But who knows? You got time; they'll pop up. But if you ever get your chance to run into one of these long rifle, or I mean Rifleman series, now they have the long rifle, which is also another nice one that I'm. These seem to, if you run into them, they don't seem to ask as much money for them. I don't know why. I mean, it's the same kind of, let me see. This is a copperhead. It's the same kind of etching and stuff on it. It comes in the same kind of a tin, I've got another one of those to show you too that I picked up. But yeah, they seem to run about like $10 less than these other ones. But you usually pay a premium for these guys. You can only find them on eBay, or if you find them anywhere else, it'll probably be Etsy. But I've never really shopped for knives or anything through that store. And you don't want to go to like a Chinese site, because I don't even think they make these copies of them. But still, and it's already made in China. I mean, Chinese copy in Chinese, well, I guess it'd be possible. Wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, they're very nicely made. You don't feel anything from any transitions on this thing. I'll see what our overall length is before I get over here and get the weight and get out of here on this. Let you get back to doing what you're doing. 4 1/4 inches overall length, or 11 centimeters. Get the weight in here. Yeah, they're pretty nice knives. I was also thinking, on that one, like when the person was saying these knives are junk and stuff, is I wouldn't, I was basically, I got trolled on that one because a person just had their bias, and I let it affect me enough that I thought they were, they were salvageable, or they had some information. So we got 107 grams, or 3.79 ounces, so almost 4 ounces on that thing. Not super heavy. There you go. That's the 3 that I've got of that. And I think I've got this one plus one other. I'll show this one next. Hey, you do that. You power right off. We're about to power off here too. Of these, so oops, I gotta have it shield up here. So there we go. We got a bunch of rifles. Now they also make a series that comes in a tin with a Bowie knife on them, but those are really expensive. I don't know why. I mean, they're crazy money for a Rough Rider. I mean, for America, I'm saying. Over in Europe, you would say that's what we pay every day for standard, whatever type of Rough Rider. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, knife law sucks, and so do the taxes that our brother knife people in Europe have to deal with. Not only have to deal with like importation tax, and some things won't even ship, and then when they finally get there, there's customs, and they might just seize your stuff. He's got a rifle. We had to seize it. No, it's a emblem of a rifle. No, we're sorry. We don't allow the importation of rifles. It says right on the box. Rifle. That's a rifle, man. We don't allow rifles in here. I go, okay. What can you do? I guess you lose your stuff. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough, but yeah, I try to put up some more videos. Like I said, I've got this one, and two more Rough Riders. Yeah, but the other order that I've got, my first order coming in from Chicago Knife Works, I've seen Rough Riders available at them before, but I've never ordered from them. My first order from them should be in here Monday. And I think I've got one Rough Rider in there, and the other ones are marbles, I believe, is what my order is. Kind of forgot. It's been so long. Week and a half or so. It's no fault of their own. I think it's just the postal system still. Like it's gotten, maybe, I don't know if it's gotten any better, but it's still like it's in the holiday mode where things, if you track your packages, you'll see they create a label. Now that can mean they haven't gone to a post office or anything. They've just created their own shipping label or whatever and submitted it, as this is going to be the tracking number. And then you'll see that the post office receives the item. Now you know they've got that. After that, it's up to the postal system, as to how long your stuff's going to get there. So it's no fault of the shipper. If he does his stuff, get your money, gets the stuff, shipped out the next day. If it takes 2 weeks or a month to get to you, it's not the shipper's fault. It's the postal system. But there you go. I don't know how we got off in the postal system. Added another 2 minutes to when I said I was going to shut up. But thanks for watching, and thank you for all my commenters, really, because that, like I said, adds to my. If my channel starts getting a lot larger and stuff, it's going to be much harder to converse back and forth, with the viewers. And that's kind of what is nice about small channels that are less than 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that, is because you can interact with your audience a lot more if you've got time. And I'm retired, I usually have time. But when you start getting bigger numbers, even if you got time, man, it starts adding up. If you got like thousands of subscribers and people are bombarding you about, what about this, what about that, and give me that and this, and Mommy, I want a glass of water. I don't know where that one came from, but you just get like harried with like, man, I can't answer everything. So I'm glad I haven't reached that state, because I like conversing back and forth with my the people that like to comment. And yeah, so there you go. I don't know what that all. See, now we added another minute of just rambling off again, but that's what you get. You never know when I'm going to stop. You never know what subject I'm going to go off on, even though it originally was supposed to just be about a stockman. We should have talked about barnyards and stocks and stuff like that, but no. We had to get off into the postal system. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a nice day.